Welcome to the Norman News for the week of November 5th. I'm Eric Ross, anchoring with Anastasia Moshier.
Thanks, Eric. Stay tuned for news on connecting culture,
as well as news on the Access Book Club.
Woo! We got everything you need. Sports.
I'm Priscilla Hopper. Stay tuned for what's hot in Hollywood and this week's movie clip.
Around the school in 30 minutes, this is the Norman News. It's almost giving season. The Access Books Club will be collecting gently used or new books during the first 2 weeks of November. Donation boxes can be found in your English classrooms. The books will be donated to Prescott School on Saturday, November 14th. Every donated book goes directly to the school's classroom libraries, so make sure to help out, Normans. And now Anastasia with news on Greystone.
Thanks, Eric. Sunday, November 22nd, the City of Beverly Hills and the Friends of Greystone are presenting another magnificent design show house at the historic Doheny Greystone estate. This year, the show house is sponsored by Luke's Interiors and Designs, and as always, will feature top LA and national interior designers. The City of Beverly Hills and the Friends of Greystone are contacting Beverly Hills High School to invite members, staff, volunteers, and/or students to visit our Maison de Luxe or to volunteer for the memorable event. Community service will be offered. And now back to Eric with news on the dog park.
Thanks, Anastasia. Beverly Hills dog owners, it's time to celebrate. After a long Beverly Hills City Council meeting, the officials gave staff directions to go forward with an off-leash dog park. The new park is set to be located on the corner of Alden Drive and Foothill Road. All 5 council members agreed to move forward with the project, with some details yet to be worked out. However, the dog park is officially going forward, and the next step is to consider approval of the design.
Imagine smoking a cigarette every day for breakfast instead of eating bacon. Most people would tell you the cigarette would have a higher chance of causing cancer, but now the World Health Organization begs to differ. A new study shows that some of our classic favorites like bacon, sausage, or any other processed meat could promote colon cancer, classifying these meats as human carcinogens or cancer-causing agents. According to Alice Bender, a registered dietitian, a person who consumes 2 ounces of processed meat a day, which is about 1 small hot dog or 2 slices of salami, is 18% more likely to develop colon cancer than someone who eats none. Dr. Sanjay Gupta, a neurosurgeon and assistant professor of neurosurgery at Emory University School of Medicine, is also in on this, reporting that while 1 slice of ham won't kill anyone, neither would 1 cigarette. And so, it is important to consider this when making health choices. Just how valuable is a processed meat in a diet? And now, to Jake and Max with sports.
Well, Max, so Champions League.
Champions League soccer. It's an exciting time of the year, where
Very exciting.
the top 4 teams in each European league come out to play and face each other in a big tournament. And
Exactly.
I'm loving it so far.
So you watching, keeping up with it?
I am. I saw the AC Roma game last night. It was
Okay.
really exciting.
Yeah.
Chicharito scored.
He did score
And
5th
another
consecutive game.
5th consecutive game. He has 12 goals in the Champions League, which
which
is absurd, unheard
impressive.
of. He only had 4 goals last season, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
He's playing really well. And
Well,
yeah.
now let's send it back to the desk for some more news now.
Thanks, Jake. The Normans girls volleyball faced off against the Lady Cardinals of Lawndale last Wednesday. Our Normans swept the Cardinals 3-0. The Normans now have a record of 4 wins and 5 losses and sit in 4th place in the Ocean League. If the team wins on Tuesday against mighty rival Culver City, they will be in contention to make the CIF playoffs. Culver has 5 wins and 3 losses. Fans can look forward to a fast-paced game with a lot of action at the net. Come out and support your Normans in their last home game of the season. There will even be a special senior dedication ceremony before the coin flip. And now to Jake with more news on football.
Thanks, Max. Norman football finally got their first win. The Normans started off the homecoming game with a quick interception for a touchdown by Solomon Nwankwo. Another solid performance by Rashad Yusagari with a 4-yard touchdown. PJ Gouldsby had an incredible reception for a touchdown and an interception to close out the game. The Normans won 25-17 against Santa Monica High School. Now to Max with the news on the NBA.
Appreciate it, Jake. The NBA season is back, ladies and gentlemen. We are a week into the season already, and it is not what people are expecting. For starters, the Detroit Pistons remain the only undefeated team in the Eastern Conference. That's right, the Detroit Pistons. This is largely due to center Andre Drummond's fantastic playing lately. In the Western Conference, the Warriors, Clippers, Thunder, and Timberwolves are still without a loss. I personally believe the Oklahoma City Thunder are the strongest team right now because no one can stop the killer 1-2 punch of Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. Moreover, for all you Los Angeles Lakers fans, I hate to say it, but things don't look too shabby. The Lakers are without a win and gave up over 130 points last game to the Sacramento Kings. Hopefully, Kobe and the Lakers can turn it around soon and get back to the good old Stellar Lake Show caliber team that they truly are. Now to Priscilla with more news on entertainment.
Thanks, Max. One Direction has decided to take a break for at least a year. The boys have been together for 5 years and have been thinking about this hiatus for a while, even before Zayn Malik's leaving. One Direction has made 5 very fun, young, and catchy albums that have caught the world by storm. Niall Horan, one of the members, did the math and found out that the band has performed in front of over 8.7 million fans. Niall added, "Basically, this is where we're at with 1D. We have had 5 years of craziness, and now we need to all go away and become mad old recluses and then come back again with giant beards. That's the plan. Before you start the waterworks, they do plan on coming back in time, but they've agreed that they need to take a well-deserved break to try and branch off with their own ideas and talent." And now to Noelle with music.
Thanks, Priscilla. The angst-filled rock band Evanescence is finally reuniting after its 3-year hiatus. Unfortunately, this will be a short reunion as the band has only booked 3 performances. Amy Lee, the band's dramatic lead singer, says, "We got offered to do Ozfest Japan in the beginning of the year, so I was like, let's say yes to that. I added 3 US states on it so we can get a little practice before doing the big gig where everything is out of your control." Amy was touched by her fans' devotions to her music, saying she felt drawn back to the band. Many of her fans are discouraged by how little time she has to stay, but Amy reassures she will definitely be keeping an eye out for more opportunities to reunite again. And now, back to Priscilla with the movie review.
Thanks, Noelle. Ever since the 1950s, the Peanuts comic books, strips, and even TV shows and movies have been a tremendous hit. The official end date for the adorable show was February of 2000. However, everyone's favorite characters like Woodstock, Charlie Brown, and of course Snoopy are coming back to theaters for old time's sake. In this movie, Snoopy embarks on an adventure in a fantasy world filled with his nemesis, the Red Baron, and tries to steal the heart of a beautiful pilot called Fifi. Make sure to catch all that and more in the Peanuts movie coming out nationwide Friday, November 6th. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy this movie trailer.
Let's keep this thing moving. Time's a-wasting. Shoot it, Charlie Brown, shoot it! How about that, Charlie Brown? You're the star of the school now. This has gone on long enough. Jump the curtain!
Hi, Priscilla.
Hey, Noelle. So the Peanuts movie is coming out.
I'm so
tomorrow.
excited.
Really exciting. Kind of a flashback to old times. The you watched them, right?
Oh yeah,
Of
I
course.
loved the Peanuts.
Which was your favorite movie?
Probably the Halloween special. I loved the Halloween
really,
special.
Christmas was always my favorite.
Really?
I loved the little tree and the old traditions and everything. And who's your favorite character?
Woodstock.
Woodstock's my favorite character too. Then Snoopy, of course, the
Snoopy.
adorable little beagle he is. Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah.
All right. Now over to Karina with the world news.
Thanks, Noelle. A Kurdish refugee family that fled the Syrian civil war ended up in the Moscow airport, where they were stuck for 50 days because they couldn't successfully enter Russia. Hassan Abdo Ahmed Mohammed, along with his wife and 4 children, want to settle in Russia, but the government refuses to let them in, claiming that their visas are fake. Since returning home is not an option for the family, they set up camp inside the airport, sleeping on air mattresses and using the airport restrooms. After 44 days of sleeping on the ground, the United Nations and a non-governmental organization convinced Russian authorities to spend the night in hotels near the airports, but the conditions there were not much of an improvement. Russian authorities are now investigating the family's passports, and their lawyer said they should come to a decision soon. Now to Noelle with oddities.
Thanks, Karina. A hunter is recovering after being shot in the foot by her pet dog named Trigger. The unsuspecting pet owner is a 25-year-old woman named Alice Carter, who was hunting in the north of Indiana when the strange incidents took place. Trigger, the chocolate Labrador retriever, was too captivated by the 12-gauge shotgun laying on the floor. What he did not know was that Miss Carter had not put the safety catch on. Disaster struck when Trigger accidentally depressed the trigger and fired the gun, which happened to be pointing in the direction of his owner. Now, to Jake with Tech.
Noel, an electric car that is good and nice for the environment? Impossible. An American company has introduced what is now called a Tesla. Tesla is a sleek sports car that can fit up to 7 passengers like an SUV. The CEO of Tesla Motors is Elon Musk, a South African native whose net worth is worth 13 billion American dollars. That's right, a billion with a B. There are 3 different types of Teslas. One can purchase the 70D Tesla for $75,000, the 85D Tesla for the $85,000, and the P85D for $105,000. And now to Kayla with this week's restaurant interview.
Thanks, Jake. This week's restaurant review is one of my favorite Italian spots, Il Pastel. Il Pastel is an upscale Italian restaurant owned by Chef Drago. They're located on the corner of Cannon and Brennan, which makes perfect for people watching. Before you order, the waiters bring you delicious fresh bread that I ask to be toasted. It's all I crave. My favorite dish has to be their tortelloni di zucca, which is their homemade pumpkin tortelloni stuffed with fresh ricotta cheese and pumpkin, topped with a creamy sage sauce. Also, make sure to try their crispy rice cone appetizer. It's filled with mozzarella cheese, peas, and dressed with their pomodoro sauce. It's amazing. Now to Noah with this week's interview.
Hello, I'm Noah Danish, and today I'm speaking with Liza Freiberg. So Liza, you're part of the dance company.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Could you tell us a little bit about dance company?
Well, so far we have all our dances choreographed, and we're just working on the show in January. And it's really fun working alongside all of my friends. It's a great experience.
So you really love dance,
Yes.
don't you? So when did you start dancing?
I originally started dancing at the age of 4, where I did ballroom dancing with many partners. But then I decided maybe I should take it on solo. So I started doing jazz and ballet on my own at the age of 10, and here I am.
Wow. So you've touched on every style. Which is your favorite one? Which is your favorite one?
I really like ballroom dancing because it's more fierce and passionate. That's kind of me.
And what's your favorite part of dancing in general?
I like the performing aspect the most because it gives me a way to express myself without speaking. And just performing on stage is always fun. You have the costumes, the makeup, and then you're always dancing with your friends and people are watching you.
So we look forward to the upcoming dance company performances.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. And now we're going to send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Noah. They're comfy, easy, stylish, and back on trend. That's right, people. Mom jeans are back on the scene and getting more and more popular. This retro denim look is making waves in the fashion world as seen by designers, models, and bloggers. But how can you successfully pull off this trend? Well, I'm here to help and solve all your mom jean problems. I personally love mom jeans because it gives off a nice silhouette for girls of any size, and you can really have fun with the look by dressing them up or keeping it casual. You can easily dress up the mom jean style by pairing them with some cute heels and a blazer. This way, you can look chic while also being super comfortable. Who doesn't love that? If you want to keep the trend on the casual side, you can just as easily dress the look down with some sneakers and a crop top. This way, you can run errands and look super cute while doing it. Now to Justin with opinion.
Thanks, Molly. In most recent episodes of KBEV Channel 6, an opinion segment has been added. Max Walder, Davis Freeman, and myself cover this column on a daily basis, writing up stories based on whatever we want. I know I'm not the only one looking for something more out of the opinions column. The stories have become merely fillers instead of meaningful and consistent ideas. If any of the KBEV Channel 6 fans have any ideas regarding the opinions column, feel free to email normannews2016@gmail.com.
The Connecting Cultures Mobile Museum returns to the Bossy Library with an all-new exhibit from Monday, November 16th to Friday, November 20th. Presentations for your classes are still available. Contact kboyarski@bhusd.org. to schedule. And now to Eric with news on senior portraits.
Thanks, Astasia. Attention all seniors. The last day to take your senior portraits on campus is Thursday, November 12th. Appointments will begin at 1:10 p.m. Log on to www.whitestudios.com and book your appointment now.
Hi, I'm Miss Sunny. And hi, I'm Ray Trail, and today we'll be giving you the weekly weather forecast. So on Thursday, it's going to be a high of 70 and a low of 53. On Friday, it'll be a high of 73 and a low of 52. On Saturday, it's going to be a high of 75 and a low of 54. On Sunday, it'll be a high of 73 and a low of 54. On Monday, it's going to get a little chillier, and it's going to be a high of 69 and a low of 52. Ooh. As El Nino is occurring, it is much larger and more intense, and it is deeply embedded in the ocean. El Nino tends to give smaller but more frequent storms, and we are expecting this to occur soon in the LA area. There is a 95% chance that El Nino will continue strongly through the winter. Oh no. Wow! Don't forget your puffy jackets and your jean jackets. Now back to the desk. Oh.
That's all we have for you.
See you next time.
That's all the news for this week.
Stay tuned next week for more Norman News.